What's up guys, welcome to today's video. I'm technically Adam from the future. Hello. Mike filmed yesterday while we were at the track. Some pretty cool stuff went down in the shop, so you guys are going to see that first.
Want to talk?
What do we talk about?
Want to talk about
no,
the
Chris
engine?
doesn't want to talk.
No?
So due to Chris and I's schedules, he has to go home for a week and I got to move somewhere. We're running out of time and we need to test this weekend. So we opted to use the old turbo setup from last year. So it all bolted on in like half a day.
Baby turbo. Only thing we had to make, I just had to make a hot pipe for it.
The motor's already been primed, but we just put in a new oil cooler and the turbo, so I'll prime it again, and then we'll go for the first start.
Safe.
Yep. Okay. Oh no. Go away.
All primed up. Yeah. Success.
It runs!
It runs.
That is very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
like
the worst.
New sensors, new engine, a lot of new wiring stuff.
Yeah.
Whew, my heart is pounding. It was like 10.5, 11.0, and I'm like, take fuel out, and then it went like all the way lean and died, and I'm like, oops, too much. Sweet. Actually,
Yeah. Button it up and get it ready for Saturday, Sunday.
tomorrow we go vroom.
Tomorrow we go vroom.
I'm still shaking from all the Red Bull today.
Oh my god, too much Red Bull.
Wanted to take a quick break in this video to tell you guys about something that's important to me. When the earthquake hit Japan, it actually did affect the Ebisu track, and a lot of you guys have been sharing it with me all over social media. The track took a pretty big hit, and everyone has been asking me about GoFundMes, and there's a bit of confusion in the beginning because the owner of the track warned people against any opportunists making GoFundMes because I guess it's kind of complicated with the Japanese government. So fast forward, they have a GoFundMe set up in Japan for Japan residents, but I guess it's hard for international people to donate. So Sam has been meeting with them, reached out to me and asked if I could host the US or international GoFundMe for the Ebisu track. I'll have a link to it in my bio. Ebisu is an amazing place. I've learned so much as a driver. I've met so many friends there, and it's nothing short of iconic in the drift or even motorsports world. So if you guys want to donate to help the track, every dollar counts. The link is in the description. All right, it is the next day. It's Saturday morning. Day that I've been looking forward to a lot, and another reason why I was kind of like pushy on the endless brakes. There's a Mitsubishi owners meet. Me and Colette were gonna roll out with the Evos, and I was gonna take the white one. But since I think I broke the engine, we're taking the red one today. So I stayed up kind of late, just like going over the car, making sure it's all good. And last step is give her a wash. Rolling up to car shows, probably one of the top 10 most awkward feelings in my life. Mike, do you feel this way?
Yep.
Okay, and then it's extra awkward because a lot of people look at me. So to diffuse the anxiety, I've told Mike, as soon as we pull up, I'm gonna pull one of these. Oh, you can't hear it. If you guys remember, this car's got the squeakiest brakes. It is ear piercing.
Like the loudest brakes I've ever heard.
Everyone's gonna be two-stepping and like showing off their intercooler pipes and big Garrett turbos. I'm gonna roll up, I'm gonna squeak them all the way. that me or the chai tea talking? I don't know. This thing's a lot faster than I remember. Oh my god! Oh, did I really?
God, Adam.
I'm sorry.
Mother, dude, that is all over me.
I'm sorry, Mike. Nothing like cruising at 4,000 RPM going 75 miles an hour. Hopefully Colette will roll up so we can get a shot of what her car looks like on the highway. I'll try to signal her with my hand. You go there so I can... Downtown.
Yeah, it's a downtown. What, is this a loud brake war?
I know. Yeah, if you don't hear our Evos coming, you'll hear our brakes.
I almost punched myself in the face with the camera.
Is that her clutch or my brakes?
I don't know.
And there's a lot of smells going on right now.
It smells clutchy.
It smells like Mike's coffee. Favorite thing about this meat is it's named after a woman who I dearly love. What the f***? Mom, Mitsubishi owner's meat. How cool is that?
Shout out, Mom.
Yeah, shout out, Mom. Dang, dude. This place is packed.
All packed up.
Thankfully, I'm friends with one of the organizers who saved the spot for us, so that's cool. I didn't think about the fact that there'd be other cool Mitsubishis here. I thought it would just be Evos. That's the only Mitsubishi that has my heart.
Yup.
Dang. Is that thing a Mitsubishi?
Yup.
Bro, I'm just gonna be any Pajero Minis here.
Ooh.
I would be hyped. F all the Evos. Pajero Minis. It was a really cool meet. There's a lot of really nice builds. It's cool. Evos are getting more and more expensive, and you're starting to kind of see the ones that still exist. So people are putting a lot of their heart and soul into. Everyone here is just really kind. All these ace meets are really nice.
It was a very behaved, chill meet. It was really good.
Yeah. No, I really feel like I need to get an 8 or a 9 at some point because they're really cool. Not a 10 though. I'm not a 10.
Nope.
But I feel like I need to have one. I'm torn because I think it's so cool that people have the collections of all the white Evos, but at the same time, there's so many cool colors of Evos.
Yeah.
That I just want a rainbow. But coincidentally, Freddie and Chris have been busting S15, and they're actually going to tune it right now at Titan. So we're going to shoot over there. We might even test tonight. It's kind of like a everything up in the air Saturday, so it's not stressful, but if everything works out, it's going to be a sick day.
Yeah.
All right, we go there now. Yeah, in Florida we have farming exemptions, so you'll notice this big industrial building, probably a multi-million-dollar building, it's probably labeled as a farm because there's a few cows walking out of the field. Economics. Stonks. Stonks. The Dyno. This is going to be kind of preliminary testing. We're still using the same turbo as last year, the G35 1050. The G42 we're also going to tune on, and that's going to be our bigger track setup. So right now the biggest changes that we have the 3-liter engine now with the Billet BC crank, higher compression 10.5 to 1 pistons, along with direct port nitrous. We'll be running 100 shots at 75. We've got new coils that Freddie talked about in a previous video, the plasma and intake manifold, and a bigger intercooler. So we're going to see how it behaves on the dyno based on the differences with the head and with the fact that we moved down in displacement. I predicted being able to make more power at higher RPM rather than falling off, because the 3-liter is going to move less air at the same RPM than the 3.4 would have, so hopefully the turbo will choke out at less RPM and will move the power band up, but we'll see. Things that Freddie's focusing on right now is just seeing what power it'll make with 1-to-1 back pressure. Once you start going over that, it starts getting kind of dicey. It's not great for the engine. So 1-to-1, we are making about 760 wheel and 600 torque, which is a little less than the 3.4, but some of that could be accounted to gearing because the fact Freddie's running it in 4th right now instead of 5th, because 5th is really tall. To do that, there's just a little back pressure probe that, is it in the manifold or the housing on this car?
In the manifold.
Okay, so in the manifold, there's just like a little probe that tells you how much pressure is there, and then you compare it to the pressure on the other side. Basically, for a 25 pounds boost, there's 25 pounds of back pressure. What is the reason why you don't want to run much more? Is that when it starts damaging head stuff?
The engine just becomes smaller because they can't pump. So like your displacement pretty much starts decreasing as your back pressure goes higher than your manifold pressure, because the motor can't take in the air that's being pushed in it. It's kind of like choking itself. If that makes sense.
You can't breathe happy. Freddie, tell me about that.
Hang on. Let me put a better one in there.
He's going to drink a beer right now. Every time he gets on camera, he still gets real nervous.
Long day of work, you know?
Yep. Listen, let me tell you something.
So that's all boost, no nitrous. 28 pounds on the hit, tapers down at 26 by red line. Right around 6,000, there's 6 psi of back pressure higher than boost, and that red line there's 3. So it's not too bad. I'm okay with that. And now we're just gonna add some nitrous here to make it look less, less laggy.
How does this compare to the graph for the 3.4 from your memory?
Let me pull it up and compare it to that one.
I don't really understand why. Maybe because of the higher compression. It makes peak torque and peak power at the same exact points as the 3.4 did.
and we have slightly bigger cams now too. But we're also up another point in compression,
Yeah,
and we're making less boost now than last time too.
that's crazy. I expected it to spool quite a bit later.
Hmm.
What would you attribute that to?
The like same between the two,
Yeah.
compression.
Throw some nitrous on it and then see how it feels at the track. Chris brought up another good point. With a 3-liter, we're making the same power at the same point, but piston speed is lower because the piston has to travel less distance. Also, we're not revving to 9,000 RPM, even though that's our target RPM. This turbo starts to get a lot of back pressure up there. So we're only revving to 84 now, but when we switch to the G42, we should be able to let it rev up much higher. We're done.
869.
We are pulling up to OSW with my squeaky brake Evo. If the track is quiet enough and the layout doesn't have an insane hairpin, I really want to drift this thing tonight. So smash the like button if you want to see me drift this thing. Because if it doesn't work out today, I will come back and drift it just for you. Thank you. I don't remember if I explained this before, but one of the reasons why we're doing this tonight and not doing a private day, purely for cost. Doing a private day would cost about $1,000 versus tonight is just entry to a public event, which is a lot cheaper. And we don't have a lot of tires to test either, so it kind of worked out well that we can just go straight from the dyno here. Just dialing in the brake bias right now. I didn't have a bias adjuster before, now I do, and I think it was set a little bit too far to the front, so we're making some adjustments. Moving it more to the back because I was just locking at the fronts. I want to make sure it can stop before even being able to start drifting. That, and it also had like a weird rev hang thing that Freddie's addressing now, because I would lift the throttle and drift and it would just like kind of keep going. W, so I would normally be running 4th. I'm running 3rd right now with a little bit less wheel speed than I would normally run in 4th, but 4th is too long. I'm just kind of playing it really careful. I hear weird noise, I feel something weird, I'm having the guys look over it, make sure there's no leaks, nothing weird going on, and making Freddie look over the logs. I just don't want to lose an engine from something dumb, so I'm really erring on the side of caution, kind of pushing a little bit harder each time I do another lap. Messing with my head a little bit because I have this track kind of ingrained where I know my shift points and I know where I enter. So if you saw me hesitate, that's why. It's weird running this track in 3rd where I normally run 4th and then down to 3rd. But yeah, the car feels crazy. I don't really notice that big of a difference going down from 3.4 to 3, which is cool. But this is the small turbo setup, so it's gonna be interesting later when we throw a big turbo on top of it.
What are you doing?
Last time I drifted this thing, it has like really grippy kind of like 100 treadwear like track tires on it. Last time I drifted it on them, but I'm gonna try this time to air up the rear just to make it a little bit looser because it'll be very hard to enter and do a hairpin just because these engines, especially this car, doesn't make a lot of torque down low. So I told you guys I would do it because I assumed that you were gonna like the video. If you didn't like the video, I may please ask you to close off, like stop watching.
or if you didn't like the video and you feel guilty about it and want to go buy merch, I'd like to give a shout out to my sponsor, LZMFG. And a reminder, oh, you're too late, you missed the deal this weekend. You slept, all your sizes are sold out. That's what happens, sorry.
Hello.
Overall, like the new motor platform did great.
Yeah.
There is a little bit more transient lag due to the smaller displacement, bigger cam profile, and a bigger intercooler, but that's expected. You know, that's why we have a little bit more nitrous. I overfilled it with oil and it shot some out of the catch can. I kept adding more and more and more until it did that, so we can find the limit of the dipstick. What else? EGTs were a little bit high, so I added a little bit more timing to bring them down. Dialed in the fueling, dialed in the boost. It was making more boost than the dyno, so we dropped the boost about 2.5 pounds. It was making about 32 out here. So if I was making 28 on the dyno, so just real life is a little bit different than some dynos. Oil temps were good, coolant temp was good. This block does have concrete in it, some, not the full block. We're worried about water temps, but they barely broke 200. Oil temps, 205, 208.
It's a solid engine.
Huh? Yeah.
Solid engine you got there.
I'm still nervous, and I don't want to say skeptical, but I'm just nervous because I had my hand on everything in the motor, everything on the motor, so just a lot of pressure. But so far, so good. I'm happy with it. I have some more tweaking to do with the data. I have some more tweaking to do with the data to get it to spool a little bit quicker and just be happier.
Yeah.
But so overall, solid test.
Well, I gave it half effort, but I'm getting impatient because there's a line and it feels kind of stupid. I was able to drift at that time when we had like a big open lot. I think I'm confined and you got to really be committed, and I'm just like not in the mental zone. I'm kind of tired, but anyway, I did it. So thank you for liking the video. I hope it wasn't a letdown. I strive to not be a letdown. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you soon.
When you said,
I think a lot faster.
when you said,
Oh my god!
when you said,
Mother, dude, that is all over me.
let you go.
Sorry,
Said,